Okay, so today we're going to be diving into something pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be looking at this channel description
Okay.
for Pharma Pro Podcast.
A Pharma Pro Podcast. Got it.
And we're going to try and figure out what they're all about,
Okay. Sounds
what they're trying to do with this podcast, who they're trying to reach,
right.
and see if we can glean any insights
No, it's fun.
from what they tell us about themselves.
Yeah.
So first of all, their motto,
Okay.
listen to learn, apply to grow, master to lead.
Catchy.
What do you think about that?
It's definitely ambitious, right?
Yeah.
Like they're not shying away from
No.
setting a high bar.
Yeah, they want to be the
Mhm.
destination for pharmaceutical knowledge.
Okay.
Like the place to go
Right.
if you want to learn about anything in pharma.
That's a big goal.
Yeah.
Like the whole world of pharmaceuticals is massive.
Right.
So trying to be the resource for all of it is
Yeah,
a bold move.
for sure.
I mean, think about it. You've got everything from like
Yeah.
the newest cutting edge research
Yeah.
to like, the basic regulatory guidelines. And then you've got like career advice.
Yeah,
and-
all the different fields within pharmaceuticals.
Exactly. So like drug discovery,
Right.
manufacturing, clinical trials, marketing.
And like the business side of it too.
Yeah, the business side for sure.
Like the whole
The
net.
whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So it seems like they're aiming for a pretty broad audience.
Yeah, for sure.
Not just like specialists in one tiny area,
Yeah.
but like everyone from students just starting out
Yeah.
to people who've been in the industry for years.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
It's going to be interesting to see how they handle that
Right.
because like how do you make content
Yeah.
that's both accessible to beginners, but also like engaging and insightful for experts?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a tough balance to strike.
Yeah. So let's look at some of the specifics
Okay.
that they mentioned in the description.
Okay.
So they talk about like regulatory guidelines
Yeah.
from a bunch of different organizations.
Right. Like they list out the US FDA, ICH, Europe, Japan, Canada.
It's like a whole list.
Yeah, like they're going global with this.
Yeah. And the WHO, Australia, South Korea,
They're not messing around. It's
Yeah.
like a world tour of regulatory agencies.
yeah. And then they mentioned GMP audits
Mm-hmm.
and SOP writing.
Okay.
So like really getting into the nitty gritty.
Yeah, the nuts and bolts of how pharma actually works.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the kind of things that can make or break a company.
Yeah.
If you're not following those guidelines,
Yeah.
you can get into some serious trouble.
Right. Like big fines.
Huge fines, yeah. Or even like,
Yeah.
products getting pulled off the market.
Oh, for sure.
So it's serious business.
Yeah.
It's not just like, some boring paperwork.
Right. It's like real consequences.
Real consequences, yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting that they're focusing on that.
Yeah, it makes me think that they're
Yeah.
really trying to provide practical information.
Yeah. Like stuff that people can actually use.
Right, like not just theoretical knowledge,
Yeah.
but like, here's what you need to do
Hmm.
to stay compliant, to run your business effectively.
Yeah. And they also talk about like
Okay.
real world case studies
Ooh, interesting.
and insights into the latest tech trends.
Okay.
So it seems like they're also trying to
Yeah.
help people stay ahead of the curve.
Right, because like pharma is always changing. There's
Yeah.
always new discoveries, new technologies.
Yeah, new regulation.
New regulations. Yeah.
It's a fast-moving field.
So if you're not constantly learning and adapting,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to get left behind.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that's smart of them to
Yeah.
highlight that aspect.
Yeah, and they're bringing it back to that motto.
Oh, yeah, the master to lead part.
Yeah, like they're not just saying, listen to this podcast to learn some facts.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying, apply what you learn.
Right.
Grow your skills
Yeah.
and become a leader.
It's like they're offering a path
Yeah.
to career advancement.
Yeah, like a roadmap.
Yeah, like here's how you can level up in the pharma world.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they
Me too.
actually do that, though.
Right, because it's one thing to say it.
Yeah.
But it's another thing to actually deliver on that promise.
Right.
Like, how are they going to go beyond
Yeah.
just the usual career advice
Yeah.
and actually equip people for leadership roles?
Yeah, I wonder if they'll bring in like industry leaders to share their experiences.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, to give like real world insights.
Yeah, like what did they learn
Mhm.
as they were climbing the ladder?
Yeah, what mistakes did they make?
Yeah, what challenges did they face?
Yeah, and how did they overcome them?
Yeah, that would be really valuable.
Yeah, and it would fit with their overall goal of providing more than just
Right.
theoretical knowledge.
Like actionable advice.
Yeah.
Stuff you can actually use in your day-to-day work.
Yeah, so to sum it up, it seems like
Yeah.
they're trying to create this
Mm-hmm.
comprehensive resource for the pharma world
Yeah.
with a focus on turning knowledge into action.
And helping people grow their careers.
Exactly.
Ambitious, for sure,
Yeah.
but potentially very valuable if they can pull it off.
Yeah. So what do you think, listeners?
Yeah.
Does this sound like a podcast you'd be interested in?
What are you hoping to learn from it?
Yeah, because the world of pharmaceuticals is always evolving.
Right. It's a constantly changing landscape.
Yeah, so staying informed is key.
Definitely. If you want to stay ahead of the game.
Exactly. So think about what specific challenges you're facing.
Or what knowledge gaps you're trying to fill.
And maybe this podcast can help you out.
Who knows? Might just be the resource you've been looking for.
All right. That's all we've got for today.
Thanks for listening.
We'll catch you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.